the reason why it's happening, and it has to do with this one right here of him showing Feastables. And not just that, but they also do this subscriber, get $50,000, and the reason they're doing this is because they're sponsored by Jack Links. Well, it turns out that was a breach in their permissions for having a permit to visit some of these ancient sites. That in his video, he advertises products that INAH didn't agree with. INAH claims that part of the agreement was not to monetize the video, and the INAH has already demanded a public retraction, and they might even need to issue an apology.
This might just be the end of MrBeast. Good morning, everyone. I'm a bit late to this topic, so I'm sure most of you guys already know the gist of it. But recently, MrBeast has been under some heat from the Mexican government. I'm not gonna lie, when I got to this topic, I thought it was gonna be something legitimately messed up, because the concept of this video was going to ancient landmarks, like an old temple. And from there, he might have altered something for theatrics, and that might have been enough to upset Mexico. It wasn't really that, but if you want the quick TLDR, they believe that him or his production company breached the permits when they advertised some products in the video and made some money from it. This was all explained in an easy to understand video by the great channel Quinfio, so make sure to check him out because this was interesting.
INAH is suing the MrBeast representation firm Full Circle Media for promoting products in the viral video, and there may be further punishment, as the president of Mexico actually made a comment about this, saying, if the permission was violated, we will see what sanctions come. MrBeast is getting sued by Mexico.
Like for the very beginning, I feel like this might be like a dumb lawsuit. Like it'll go nowhere. It's like more publicity.
And no, this
like
is not
some dumb fucking attorney, so some dumb assistant in their own political office told them, actually, can we sue MrBeast?
Clickbait.
And past that'll go nowhere.
The president even said
he's being threatened right now, but might not go that far.
That if they find enough wrongdoing, that there might be sanctions held against MrBeast and his media company. Now, this situation was kicked off by MrBeast's video. I explored 2,000-year-old ancient temples. And
I saw that video. That was the one where he fell down all the stairs and he died. That was fucked up.
In this video, he explores historical sites like El Castillo and Chichen Itza, which is one of the wonders of the world. Now, there's a bit of confusion with this story, so I want to clarify it right now. There's two big points of this. Number one is the actual reasoning behind the lawsuit that's been levied against MrBeast, or more specifically his media company, by Mexico. And the other point, which we're going to talk about.
So I'm guessing it was more like a fault of his media company, not signing the right waivers. Or did Jimmy himself fuck up?
But first is what a lot of people were assuming the lawsuit was for, but isn't
no, I'll stick around, actually
truthful. And
wait, hold on. He said 6 minutes? The video's 9 minutes, hold on.
Going to talk about first is what a lot of people were assuming.
There's only 3 minutes left after that.
The lawsuit was for, but isn't actually truthful. And in essence, it's really just Mexico calling out that MrBeast fakes his videos. Go figure. And we're specific.
Oh my god, wait, hold on. Are they gonna make a very good point? Be like, oh, he lied about, our national landmark, or is it gonna be fucking dog pack all over again? Be like, oh my god, he used one green screen for one tiny segment. That's fucked up. I want to see actually.
Talking about certain moments in.
Do you feel like this looks more? Oh, I see the issue here. This does not look complete. This does not look complete at all by any means. Oh, did he use 3D effects to make it look, more finished? Eesh.
The video where they frame it as if they were doing something that if they had actually been doing it, it would have been.
Actually, no, that'd be good for tourism, because they see in a MrBeast video, that temple being finished, oh my god, I want to go to Mexico. Who cares?
And illegal. We're going to go through this in the same order that this news article went through these points, and I'll provide a link to this article in the description. The first point is actually this right here, the opening of the video where they get dropped off by the helicopter, or he insinuates this on top of this temple. Not just insinuates, he says it flat out.
He just got dropped off on this 2,000-year-old ancient temple. Where we're so high up and we're surrounded by jungle. See you later.
And then additionally, one of the
I guess he lied about that, maybe.
Smaller things is that he was implying.
I'm sorry, if it's small stuff like that, you build a story, I couldn't care less.
That they were
oh, wait a second, hold on. He wasn't dropped by a helicopter. He took an airplane to Mexico City and then he drove there. Oh, the story's over.
Spending the night on some of the nights that they were in here, staying in one of the archaeological sites. This is the article that I'm going off of here. Mexican authorities decry distorted information in MrBeast video filmed at ancient Mayan sites. Now, I know you may be asking yourself, why are we even going over this? It's not even what the lawsuit is about. And I am absolutely there with you. It's simply that these points were of contention and people were getting this conflated with the actual reasoning behind it.
To be fair to Quinfio, right? When it comes to MrBeast stories, everybody fucks it up non-stop. Bro, that fucking worm Pegasus, my god. I can't get, it's been 6 months since I had MrBeast stuff with Dogpack. He was the worst fucking channel to cover it. but also at the same time, the biggest. He got millions of views from that, like actual fucking slop channel.
Behind the lawsuit. And so I wanted to point out these different things.
Like, you know, odds are, if I go over to his channel right now, he probably covered this, but like, you know, the opposite of Quinfio, he just fucked it up severely, completely misunderstood what the lawsuit was.
That they were talking about, because people were having issues with it, because technically the way that he depicted what he was doing, like sleeping in archaeological sites or descending from the helicopter and a few of the others that I'm about to show you, doing these things would have been illegal or broken the terms of the permits that he had to visit these sites. And so people were calling it out, not knowing that it was fake. And these falsifications had to be clarified by Mexico's National Institute of Anthropology and History, the INAH. And they clarified that MrBeast's filming adventure was all above board, with the exception of a few pieces of distorted information that they took pains to correct. I already covered
I was like, I'm not sure about that. Like, if you want to make the video look more theatrical, like every single MrBeast video, I wouldn't really mind that. Also, as well, as long as like it was like all in accord with the Mexican permits, I don't see the issue.
First two examples, which were more of just kind of like implied versus.
I want to see like more like the actual like, you know, legal shit.
These ones where
he's preempting this right now, you know. But like, imagine like all the fucking dumb commentary channels. Unlike me, you know, like they were getting these points confused. And so it's like, oh my god, this part was illegal.
MrBeast just straight up lies. The first of these two is him holding what he claimed to be an ancient mask.
Whoa, what?
It is a funerary mask. This is the face of one of the kings of the Snake
That's
Kingdom.
pretty sick.
The Mayans
I'd
used
buy that.
masks like this one to shield those that have passed away from dangers on their journey to the underworld.
What the fuck is CGI?
This was made over 1,000 years ago.
Yes.
Which means my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandparents weren't even alive. Why is this not in a museum? Why is a YouTuber holding this? Get this away from me. Take it.
Don't tell anybody.
So he makes it sound like he's actually holding one of these ancient masks and, you know, does this little freak out thing. It wasn't a real one, it was a replica. And here we can see that the...
Oh no. Wait, hold on. Well, a replica. So I mean, like, you know, it looks like that, but it wasn't that one exactly.
INAH
I
statement.
mean, that makes sense. Yeah, they're not gonna give like a random, you know, like valuable artifact to some random YouTuber,
that
even if he is MrBeast.
MrBeast's producers
Not that
never
bad.
possessed a pre-Hispanic mask, adding that the one presented is clearly a contemporary reproduction. And now the last falsification.
But like, I want to know, like, is that one like does that look very similar to the actual, you know, the actual mask is based off? I want to see that.
That would have been a big deal if it wasn't a lie, had to do with them flying a drone into one of the wonders of the world.
At the top of this pyramid is a temple so sacred to the locals that no one is allowed up there, which begs the question of what Mayan secrets lay in that ancient room. Out of respect for the culture and all the people who hold this very sacred, we are not going to touch the temple. Instead, we're going to fly this drone up to see what's in that secret room. You cool with this?
Okay, that's pretty funny actually. Guys, you know, this landmark is really respected. We're not gonna touch it. Instead, we're gonna fly a shitty $1,000 Amazon drone into it, you know, make it buzzing as shit.
Yeah, this could...
Godspeed.
Oh wait, no, like, the point is, you know, you don't touch it because it's a very old landmark, and you know, you don't want to like degrade it over time. Like, if every single tourist every year, you know, went up the stairs, it'd be slowly degrade over time. Like, if you fly a drone, it's not touching it, so I don't see the issue.
Oh my gosh, this looks so majestic. I'm dying to know. All right, let's see what's in this room.
So them flying this drone.
Like right now, I feel like that you guys know on TikTok, you know, you have those videos like showing my dog places he's never seen before, and it'll be like showing my dog the top shelf. I feel like that right now, you know, seeing the inside of a temple, that would never beat you.
Drone into El Castillo at Chichen Itza did not happen. He made it seem like they flew this drone inside, but that also was not true, as pointed out by INAH. They say here
okay, now it seems like, you know, actual pretty scummy parts, in my opinion.
in reference to one of the final segments in the video, the Institute clarified that no drone flight was carried out inside El Castillo, one of the most famous structures at Chichen Itza. Rather, the flight took place outside the structure. So there you have it. The INAH pretty much was like, nope, none of...
Wait, hold on. That's basically the same thing, no? I guess the drone like zoomed in on the inside, but like maybe they just like, you know, used like the fucking lens and like magnified it.
that stuff that you saw in the video.
So I guess, yeah, no shit. No, like, of course I didn't go inside.
Video like that was an issue. It was all above board. We took
I'm probably like really dumb right now, you know, like fucking misreading what he's saying.
care of all of it. And as a matter of fact, they're really excited with the hopes of this gaining publicity and inciting and exciting, you know, younger generations to be interested in taking a look at this stuff. And they're really happy that it might also bolster up tourism. And they say, despite these false assertions, the INAH maintains in its statement that MrBeast's videos can motivate interest in young audiences in Mexico and around the world to learn about Mexican history and ancestral cultures.
Yes,
And so by
like at least from that video, right? Maybe like 1 million young kids want to go to that temple, whatever it's called, in Mexico.
all accounts, based off of what we've talked
we need more tourism in Mexico. It's a good place.
about so far, it seems like this has been a net positive thing, and probably it has been, at least for the tourism and the interest in this stuff that MrBeast video is certainly going to generate. Well, now let's get into why MrBeast is actually getting sued. But before that,
God.
I need to flip a coin. Here's that coin. Go ahead and call it heads or tails. I'll give you a couple seconds. There you go.
I called heads.
And that is heads. Now, if you called heads, congratulations. You just won an opportunity to watch me beg you to subscribe. And if you got tails, look away.
Pretty sure we subbed. There you go.
to me, please? I want to super play my head. But on a serious note, if you could consider subscribing to the channel or giving this video
Yeah,
a
I'm already
thumbs up,
subbed. I
it's a
know.
small thing
Shut
you can
up.
do that makes a big impact for me, and I really appreciate it. Everyone that's subbed here, everyone that's liked the video, you guys are the reason that I get to do this, and I greatly appreciate it. And this is unfortunately how I show you my appreciation. So thank you. But yeah, hope you guys enjoy the rest of it. I figured to show you guys what this
Okay,
lawsuit.
now, guys, get your popcorn ready, get your oranges ready. Here comes a real lawsuit.
Is about. I just show you.
And by the way, I want to say right now, I watch videos like this, right? Because when it comes to like reading like lawsuit papers, I'm like, it's so fucking boring.
Guys,
it's so like longly worded, and also as well, like I can barely give any input at all.
Tips that are specific.
If I really need to, like, you know, if nobody else is covering it, I might read it. But you know, if I have someone smarter like Quinfio covering it, yeah, you know, I'll take his word for it.
Specifically, the reason
I'll
why
listen to him, you know, instead of being like, it sounds pretty bad actually. It sounds like pretty serious.
it's happening, and it has to do with this one right here of him showing Feastables. And he does this sweet little, oh my gosh, look at that 3D animation, buy Feastables, Target, Walmart, 7-Eleven. And not just that, but they also do this subscriber, get $50,000. And the reason they're doing this is because they're sponsored by Jack Links. Well, it turns
The fuck? Wait, that overpriced shitty beef jerky sponsored MrBeast?
out that
Is he not fucking rich?
was a breach in their permissions for having a permit to visit some of these ancient sites. Now, this is from another article.
Oh,
This will be the second
really?
one
You fucked up your permit. You sponsored Jack Links in Mexico.
that I link in the description. But they say here another issue is that in his video, he advertises products that INAH didn't agree with. INAH claims that part
there
of
we
the
go. So I guess is this the only point potentially that he advertised a product they didn't admire, they didn't review before? That's it. Oh, what a boring reason actually.
The agreement was not to monetize the video. Per Reuters, INAH said
Wait,
that
what? Can you about?
the permission granted
Is a MrBeast video. Like, it gets millions of views. Of course it would be monetized.
to Full Circle Media did not authorize the use of images of the archaeological site for profit advertisements of private brands.
Oh, okay. Maybe then I see the issue. It's like slapping like a huge like Monster or Red Bull logo on like the the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, I can see the issue now.
And so subsequently,
the fuck. Oh, I'll read for Quinfio now because I guess the audio fucked up. So subsequently, Inna is suing the MrBeast representation firm for Circle Media for promoting products in viral video that currently has over 59 million views. Oh, his audio fucked up. Can I skip forward? Oh shit, okay. I gotta run some defense for him. I gotta read this. Oh god. The Mexican president, Claudia Sheinbaum, also brought up the subject during a daily press conference. She reportedly said, if the permission was violated, we will see what sanctions come. Beyond all of these legal situations, social media users are also expressing their POVs. The point of views, what? Gracias, MrBeast. That is funny, actually.
now in regard to what sanctions mean
Oh, shit.
in this kind of aspect, asking ChatGPT, what I found was that this could mean fines for unauthorized commercial use of the archaeological sites. There could be compensation for those damages that could be anywhere from tens of thousands to millions of pesos, which is still a lot of money in US dollars as well. But it might also lead to a filming ban, or at least a heavily restricted future ability to film in Mexico for the
Okay, can I be honest? That sounds slightly bad, but at the same time, when the fuck is he gonna film another video in Mexico? The fuck?
MrBeast company or pretty much anyone affiliated
Okay, we can either pay like millions of dollars in pesos, to the Mexican government, or we don't record again in Mexico. Well, we already got the best topic from there, filming at that temple, so no big loss.
with the media company that MrBeast was using. And the INAH has already demanded a public retraction, essentially meaning that they need to remove or alter the video in some way and publish
Oh yeah, just easy, just cut out go on YouTube Studio and cut out that part of the video, and maybe give the money back to Jack Links.
correction clarifying the misleading elements, some like the ones we discussed earlier. And they might even need to issue an apology, but I don't really know how far that goes with them actually having to appease these demands or where that ends up shaking freaking out. Now, as this video comes to a
that
close,
must
I'm
be enough.
interested to hear what you guys think, because I do find it personally interesting from what I've seen that it seems like they did most of their stuff above board. They were trying to be respectful about it. A lot of the locals, including the governor from the area that he was filming in, were very happy with the potential uptick in tourism, as well as, you know,
Yo quiero MrBeast.
inspiring younger generations to be interested in this kind of history. And it seems like people aren't nearly as bothered about the falsifications made because they ended up being fake. As a matter of fact, if they were more true, that would have been more of an issue. I am with the INAH, though, that if they set it up that, hey, none of this filming and stuff will be going to an advertised video or a monetized video, and them going back on that is a bit scummy. And I'm interested to see where that lawsuit goes.
That's
And
really
if any
bizarre to me. Like, surely they knew who he was, right? And then they sound like, oh my god, the guy, the biggest channel in the world, right? MrBeast. Surely they would monetize the videos, because you know, within like one day, within the first 24 hours, they get like millions of views. So how are you surprised?
sanctions follow, as the president made a remarkable.
I would get like, you know, like saying like, oh, we were shocked and appalled by the shitty advertisement, but like by saying like, you know, oh, we agreed no monetization, like that makes no sense to me, in my opinion.
But that's it for the video. Enjoy your Friday evening or whatever time it is for you. If you're
Right now it's a fine Sunday morning. There we go. That's it. Holy fuck. Okay, overall, I found like a bit boring, but to be honest, you know, all the legal stuff is normally like that, you know, not that interesting. But to be fair, I can get where they're coming from. Like, you'd be like, you know, you'd be like slapping like a shitty fucking energy drink on like, you know, the Abraham Lincoln statue in Washington, you know. It's like a very sacred area. Meanwhile, you're like, guys, go buy Jack Link's, this shitty overpriced beef jerky, all that stuff. That makes sense, whatever. I feel like, you know, like Quinfio said, right, they could, you know, they could pay the sanctions or, you know, like just go back and apologize and cut out that part. They might do that if, you know, Jack Link doesn't mind that and they can accept a refund for the money because that sponsor, it's cut out. But yeah, well, I don't feel like it would be like a huge lawsuit. Like, technically it's, you know, suing MrBeast, but like the most like, you know, minor definition of that, of suing him. They either, you know, do sue him or they get like an apology from him. Which I feel like the latter would be the option because it's just that simple, you know, really, to be honest.